Sugar and weight loss. How sugar affects your weight loss goals. Perhaps the biggest topic in health and wellness these days is sugar and how to cut back on consuming it. For ages, the average adult would add a spoonful of sugar here and there to food. It never seemed like a big deal. But over time, food manufacturers started adding sugar to just about everything in the grocery store, even foods that you don't think of as sweet, like crackers and spaghetti sauce. Today it's clear that sugar is linked to various illnesses and conditions, and it is likely a major culprit connected to the rise in obesity and weight gain in this country. The information below will give some background on the sugar debate and suggest ways in which you can cut it out for good. Is sugar really that bad? There's a lot that can be said about how sugar affects the body, but it's worth taking a closer look at how sugar can increase the risk of certain diseases. Here are some of the important ways sugar can affect your health and ability to manage body weight. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It may come as a surprise, but the most common form of liver disease is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, affecting up to 100 million people in the US. However, the most severe form of this disease is called steatohepatitis, which is a form of inflammation of the liver that can lead to cirrhosis and liver failure. Studies have shown that sugar, in particular, fructose, plays a major role in the progression of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and it seems poor nutritional value. One reason that sugar is bad: foods that are high in sugar are generally not as nutritious as foods that are lower in sugar. The only caveat to this is with fruit, as some are high in fructose, but they're also loaded with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. With that said, most foods that contain added sugar, such as ice cream, juices, pastries, and candies, typically have little nutritive value. Tooth decay. You were probably told by your parents at a young age that candy rots your teeth. You probably didn't listen to them back then, and now their words may come back to haunt you. Any sugar you consume, whether it is added sugar, natural sugar, or processed, breaks down tooth enamel and can cause cavities. The mouth typically has good bacteria living in it, but in the presence of sugar from your diet, hindrance to weight loss. One common reason many adults have trouble losing weight is hidden sugar. Sometimes, it can be a challenge to know how much sugar you consume each day, since sugar is added to so many foods that don't seem sweet, like bread, crackers, ketchup, and salad dressings. However, regardless of where the sugar comes from, it can still have a major impact on your weight loss program. Consider watching what sugar you consume, such as in desserts, and avoid adding any to your coffee or tea. How much sugar a day does the average person consume? According to the USDA, the current estimate of the average sugar intake for adults is about 82 grams every single day. To put that into perspective, it is important to understand the current guidelines recommend for sugar intake. The American Heart Association, for example, recommends that women should consume no more than 6 teaspoons of sugar daily. This is the same as 25 grams of sugar and about 100 calories. Men should consume no more than 9 teaspoons of sugar each day. This equates to roughly 36 grams of sugar or about 150 calories per day. One 12-ounce can of regular soda contains more than the amount of sugar recommended for an entire day. Now that you have an idea of how much sugar health authorities recommend each day, compare that to what the standard diet contains. The figure is an average, so that some adults will consume way less than this, but that also means there are many people who eat far more than the average. If the average American consumes 82 grams of sugar a day, that's the same as 21 teaspoons or about 330 calories daily that come entirely from sugar. That means that Americans are eating more than double the amount of sugar than they should, and remember, this is just an average. Does sugar make you fat? Obesity has been a hot topic in recent years, and with good reason. Roughly 38% of adults over the age of 19 in the US are obese. What's more staggering is that more than 70% of adults over the age of 19 are overweight or obese, suggesting that most people in this country have weight problems. Just think about these statistics a bit: 7 out of every 10 adults are overweight or obese. From a public health standpoint, effective weight loss programs are important, and it seems that sugar may play a role. Let's take a look at how sugar is associated with weight gain.